and like push this button, push that button, push this button, push that button. Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going out there?
Hey Joe, what
Sorry,
do you
we're running
know?
just a little bit behind today. Oh man, I know we've been busy all morning. Busy. We're
Yeah,
gonna keep
we've
it
been
short and
trying to
sweet
do
today,
something
guys,
with
because
this schedule, right?
we tried, man, but we got a million things going on right now. It's rough. Hey, it's good though, man. I'd rather be busy doing something than busy doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Busy doing nothing takes
And
up a
I
lot of
think
time,
that's gonna be
brother.
the topic of our conversation today.
Hmm.
What?
Busy doing nothing takes up a
I,
whole
I
lot
think
of time.
it sure as hell does. Hey man, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Plain
Mm-mm.
and simple. That's
Right?
an old one of them old sayings you never heard of. Hey, you know what? I found out something yesterday too. There's a book by old Napoleon Hill that nobody ever reads because it's called How to Increase Your Salary, and it's one of the ones that came out in 1953, and nobody ever reads the thing because everybody that gets into this is pretty much an entrepreneur. Okay, I got you. And so the way that goes is, so everybody's like, well, I don't need to increase my salary because I don't have a salary. I'm an entrepreneur. I work for myself. That's what I'm working for. You know, well, the interesting thing about it is it back and it actually documents. It's where he documents from 1908 when he met uh, Andrew Carnegie, and Carnegie got him to do this. Asked me to devote 20 years of his life to researching all this, and it's where Andrew Carnegie gave. He lists in the book even where Andrew tells him, Mr. Carnegie tells him that all the secrets to success, and they're all listed. So there's only about one thing that Napoleon Hill really came up with. He was just documenting everything, and it's all the stuff that Carnegie came up with, which makes sense. I mean, him and Rockefeller were the two richest people in the world at the time. So it's an interesting read if that's what you're into. And for everyone that's doing all the trading and stuff, go back and read these books because it's going to help explain the trading a little bit better, I think, also. And it may shorten and summarize some things for you. Because I know a lot of you are, man, are putting a lot of hours in. You're really logging it in. I'm proud of all of you. You're doing a great job, but you're basically taking a college course, or you're spending the time you spend on like a college course, and so it's like a semester of going back to school, really, basically. Well, 6 months more than a semester. 2 semesters, really. Almost 3. But, and so go and maybe check that out. It's pretty interesting. I don't have YouTube pulled up, so I don't even know who's here. Hey, everybody. I know Patty's got another surgery today. Hope everything goes well with surgery, Patty. If you're on here, I don't know. I can't see who's on. So I was telling them about the book. Okay.
Hey Joe, you want to talk about using your
Hey,
time
what?
wisely? Let me tell you about this.
Okay.
Let me tell you this here for a second. So it's been so busy. I told you I made a pot of coffee just before the show, right? It's been so busy. My pot
Yep.
of coffee is a rerun. I just had to pour it out and make another one because I put the water and everything in it and I forgot to put the coffee grounds in it. That's how busy we've been this morning. So this is a
I'm
rerun
telling you.
cup, which is not too good. So when it finishes making, I'll go pour it out. Get me another one.
Go get another cup. There you go.
See
That's
what I
funny.
mean about
No, and
time, right?
exactly. I know. I had to take a second to be like, luckily Chris got a phone call, and I was like, okay, well he's on this call. I'm gonna go take a shower, and I'm gonna eat something real quick. Then as soon as I was done, like, okay, I'm back.
Man, I'm trailing you.
Well, and the thing is, we keep a lot of irons in the fire. If we're not entrepreneurs, buddy, I don't know what we are.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're
absolutely.
not, then just call us busy. Hell, I don't know what to tell you, but we need to pay attention to the amount of time we're putting into things and the payoff. Okay. Now, people look at things like, for instance, I kind of hit on the training for a second already. We're talking about the Napoleon Hill stuff and everything.
Yeah,
You're putting a lot of time into this training, but there is a payoff to that. Okay. The training costs, at some point, it costs somebody money. Okay. It's a service provided is what it is. And, you know, you did the dollar scholarship stuff and things like that, you know. And that's if you're in the MKE training, you know. And before that, you know, we had the Go 90 Grow and all that, KHI stuff. And it's all, you know, one big thing, you know. But doing the training, it's paying for itself in that way. You know what I mean? That's something that's been purchased. That's not a waste. But sitting around beating your brain trying to figure things out is. You know, well, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. And, you know, we sit here and we try to figure out how to do this and how to do that, how to do this, and we get tied into this thing and tied into that thing, and the next thing you know, you're not putting enough effort and time into the thing that really is paying the bills. You know, and, you know, most of us have something else we do or something, other sources of income, things like that. Now, me personally in my life, I'm getting very soon, I'll be at the point to where these are the things that pay the bills. You know, so it's time to start making a real company out of things and taking things even more seriously, basically. And I'll just be honest with you, if something doesn't make me money, I'm not doing it.
Right.
You know, it's time to, I'm not going to be afforded these hours and hours a day to kind of goof off. You know what I mean? And it's not goofing off, but I don't have to, yeah. It's like I'm going to start getting more involved in my trading again. You know what I mean? And boom, that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Yes, of course I'm still going to do KGX and the wellness company and things like this. But I see my finances coming from trading, you know, from
Right.
what I learned from KGX,
Right.
you know,
Which,
from the education. Now,
you know,
can I
at
teach
the
other people that? Yes, I can. And say, oh, go to KGX and learn how to do this like me. You know, and go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
And you know, at the end of the day, no, you're right. At the end of the day, you know, KGX wasn't built, if you will, wasn't conceived, if you will, as being the business that was going to make you your millions and millions of dollars, right? It was built and conceived as an educational platform. It does very well at that. It functions very well at that. And now they've begun adding new things, which is awesome. Okay.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day,
Right.
it was never intended for it to be, um, it wasn't intended for it to be your front runner, so to speak. Like, you know, there,
Right.
if you are familiar with KGX, so I'm just going to put this
Mhm.
out there. If you're familiar with KGX, then you know that they have the education piece, right? And there's nothing recurring. There's no auto ships. There's nothing that you have to pay for every month. And although none of us really care for those high monthly things that we pay for, at the end of the day, that is what pays everybody their residual income, right? So in essence, you're building and you're building and
Right.
you're building, but it's not about the building, y'all. It's about getting the education out there for everybody. It's about helping others win. So I think we're doing a great job with that. But what Joe's trying to say is that, you know, we haven't been doing as much trading. We haven't been putting as much dollar bills, okay, in the bank for our
Yeah.
significant others, our other halves, if you will, you know, to be able to pay whatever they want to pay with it. Like, I don't know what they pay with it. I just know it's there and they pay it. So, you know, I mean,
Exactly.
but what we're saying is, you know, if we seen, because it was brought to my attention that I didn't look as much KGX as I have been in the past, and I said, that's where you're wrong. I said, you know, KGX is right now in the middle of revamping itself, and we're fixing to come out with some new stuff. And I'm all in the education piece, you know. And I'll sell, you know, if I like what they offer, like the Green X rigs and ATMs and stuff like that. If I like them, I'll sell them. If I don't like them, I won't sell them. You know, that's just how I am. But at the end of the day, y'all, honestly, you got to make sure that you do enough during the day to put money in the bank. That's what Joe's trying to say. Take it, Joe.
Exactly. And as far as that goes, you know, there's and keep in mind, everybody, I'm still brand spanking new to any marketing as far as that goes. Direct sales is really what I'm used to. You know what I mean? And that's actually in a building. You know, or when I was in the mortgage business, but that's still that's a whole different thing. You know, that's more of a financial deal than most sales things. Like Chris and I, we came across the wellness company, and we spoke to a few of you about that. And it's some really nice stuff, but with anything, you have to build up and bring all these people on board before you can really start earning very much. I mean, at least enough to make, well, you're not going to earn enough to make ends meet. It's that extra thing until you start raising up a couple levels and a couple things happen. Well, this is where people run into issues with this kind of stuff, because you're like, what if you get stuck at 7 people? I don't know. Can't get anybody else signed. You can't advance. And some of these things have unilateral pay systems and things like that, and then some have like KGX is a binary. Some people don't like binaries. Some people like this other thing better. I personally like the idea of a binary, because I'm like, boom, I get it. A big payment. I don't get a little bitty tiny percentage. You know what I mean? I get a bigger payment, and then everybody I put in, I make something off them, whether I do anything or not. Plain and simple. There's no I got to do something all the time to get something. It's more of a get it going and let it roll. Not, oh, well, you got to do this to qualify every month or blah, 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 blah. Now with the fork and things like that in KGX, yeah, qualify. You have to qualify in that month or that week or whatever the fork runs. That it's weekly because of the pay, the way the pay works out. Because they pay weekly. But that's just for the fork. That's not for the other. That's just to get that extra amount, not the already normal amount that you're going to get. And in that way, it can pay off. It really can. Now, you have to build, and you have to build, and people have to keep building. With the other thing, building, people got to keep buying stuff. That's okay. And I don't mind doing that and working that whole side of it. But in a way, I want to work on something where I'm seeing dollars daily. You know what I mean? I want, okay, boom, boom, boom. Hey, I just made $3,000. Okay, cool. Set that aside. Hey, I just made another 200. Okay, cool. Hey, I just made $50. You know what I mean? And so for me, the trading aspect of things is what I'm really looking forward to getting back into and really digging deep. You know what I mean? And actually just sitting here in front of the computer and doing it. That's going to be my 8-hour day job. I'm going to take time off to do these, and we're going to do things like that. But I want to, we're formulating a thing here where, boom, that's it. I'm trading cryptocurrencies. This is how I'm making money. I'm investing here. I'm investing there. We're starting projects up over here. We got projects in other countries going on right now that are we're in the planning stages. You know what I mean? We're seeing where we're going to go with it. What is needed, and this is the thing. Look, I'm looking for big opportunities. Okay. I'm not looking for a get rich quick thing, but quite frankly, I can't live on $1,000 a month. That's just not an option for me. You know what I mean? So if you do a little bit of everything, then it all works, but you have to put in the time to the thing that makes you the money and the thing that you think is going to make the most. You know what I mean? If you can put 5 hours a day into something that's going to make you $10,000 a month, or you can put 3 hours a day into something that's going to make you $2,000 a month, put the 5 in. You know what I mean? That's the deal. I mean, you have to be rational about things and really think about it. And I do all the stuff where I make videos and this and that and this and that, and I've gotten it down to where I can do this stuff pretty quick. But pretty quick means a couple hours. You know what I mean? It doesn't take me an entire day or 2 or 3 days now. If I can find the stuff I want and get my plan and my storyboard worked out real quick, then boom, boom, boom. And those are good things. But on the flip side, I'm doing all this stuff for what? Right now I'm just doing it as a learning thing. It's my training. It's kind of like on-the-job training with no pay.
Yeah.
Basically. And I'm the trainer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Joe,
Joe,
and I know these things are going to benefit in the future.
Yes, and it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that we're disgruntled or we're dissatisfied with what we've been doing or anything like that. What I want everyone to understand is that we decided, Joe and I decided to really put forth a lot of effort into getting to know people and understanding what they need and want from a business side of things, and really get out there and kind of get in the trenches, if you will, with everybody. And we've done that, and I think we've done a great job with that. And I think we've got a much better understanding of what's needed and wanted. Now, having said that, we also, and it's no big secret because we've told you guys from the start, you know, having said that, we kind of let our own investments kind of go to the wayside. We haven't really been paying attention to them. And, you know, if I lose money, I'm going to tell you I lost money. And I'll tell you how I did it. If I gain money, I'm going to tell you I gained money. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. And, you know, if I'm not making any money because I don't have myself in the industry in front of things, then I'm going to tell you that too, because that's just who I am. And, you know, at this point, we're fixing to go into November. Okay. You know, the holidays are coming. Tax season is coming. There's a lot of things happening. And I would like to create some Bitcoin to pay for all of that. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean that I don't have it now, because I do. I want to keep what I got, okay?
Right.
So I don't want to spend the Bitcoin and the other coins that I have. What I'd like to do is trade and make some more and pay, you know, for my taxes on my 2 properties and my taxes on my vehicles that come due at the end of the year, and my insurance that comes due on one of my properties in January. And all of that stuff that I did last year, I paid for every bit of that, and all of Christmas, and all of our traveling, and all of the big stuff you do during the holidays, the big meals, and all of that stuff. I paid for all of that with crypto last year. And so I'm looking and I'm going, yeah, I can. You know, I could liquidate 1 Bitcoin or whatever. You know, I'm just using that as an example. I could liquidate 1 Bitcoin and I could pay all the taxes and pay this and pay that and get Christmas and do that and do that. But then where I've lost the Bitcoin, it's gone. And here's what I'm going to say about that. Okay, and this is the really important part of this message. I believe that Bitcoin is going to go up. And it's going to go up good. Like, it's going to go up, okay? In our near future. What I mean by near future, that could be a day. It could be 18 months, okay? But it's still near future in the grand scheme of things. Heck, I'm 49 years old, okay? I think I can wait 18 months. So I'm at that point where we need to start making money with the money that we already have, so we can pay for things going forward and not liquidate what we have. No one wants to sell any Bitcoin right now. Just saying, you know. So that's the message. That's the crux of the situation. It's not that we can't. It's not that we can't afford it. It's not that we can't do it. Yeah, sure, buddy. It's not that we can't do it on what we have, because I can show you my wallets. I have plenty. That's not the issue. The issue is I don't want to sell any Bitcoin. Okay. Now I could liquidate some other coins probably and do most of what I want to do. Right. But I don't really want to do that either, because the coins that I am holding right now, I think will give me a windfall down the street. Right. So, you know, I was talking to Joe today, and in case you guys don't pick up on it, I got a little bit of frustration going on, because I'm trying to figure out, it's Monday, I'm trying to make a plan for the rest of the week as well as the rest of this year. And I'm going, okay, what is going to serve me best? What is going to help me get where I need to go or want to go, right? Like, I mean, that at the end of the day, isn't that what we're trying to do? We're trying to get somewhere together, right? So that being said, I hope you guys understand where we're coming from. I want everyone to, you know, even if it's just 1 more hour or 2 more hours, but I want you guys to start putting more effort into your money-making activities. 1 to 2 hours a day, okay? 1 to 2 hours a day, money-making activity. And the reason that I say that is I think that you'll thank me for it come January 1st, okay? Because you'll see a big difference between now and the end of the year. That's all I got on that, bro.
You will. You really will.
That's all I got.
Hey, Chris, is Patty on here?
No.
Who's on here?
Patty's having her her second surgery today. No.
I knew she was having the second one. I didn't know if it was yet or, because of the time thing.
Yep, today.
Here, let me go to a second.
Mafuz is here. Bethany's here. Sharon's here.
Hey, what's up, Mafuz? Happy birthday, buddy. Hey, Bethany's here. Sharon's here.
Lashana's here.
Nicholas is here.
Nicholas is here.
What's going on?
Marty's here.
Sorry, I pulled it up finally.
Quite a few people are here.
All right, guys. Sweet. That's what we like to see. This is kind of where we're at, and what we're talking about is let's maybe it's more of a delegation thing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us work real closely together. And some of us have different little expertises, I guess you'd say. You know what I mean? As far as goofy, dumb research about a company that nobody else wants to find out or spend the time looking for, I love. You know what I mean? I'm like, like, I like getting the dirt. You know what I mean? Gloria's pretty good at getting the dirt too. She'll dig and dig and dig and she'll, oh. I mean, like, she cross-references people on Facebook. To see what they, like, damn, man, okay. We were talking about something. She's like, there's a resort there. I'm like, what? I thought it was a village with a chicken. Or something. I don't mean that, but like down the coast. It's a whole other project we're working on. But we got a bunch of projects going, and we have to kind of take time and work wisely. I mean, work smart, not hard. Or if you do both, that's even great. But I don't know where I'm going with this, Chris. I have no clue.
Well,
I had something I was going to say to Patty.
Well, so she's not here.
I was like, I can't say it. I was like, oh. Yeah.
I
know. That's the only thing that was in my brain for a second.
She ain't here. So, okay.
We love you guys.
Right. So this is what we really wanted to talk about today was focusing more on money-making efforts. If you need to use this group or this call as an accountability call, we can do that too. We can do whatever we need to do to help people get where they want to get. That's the whole plan anyway. Okay? It's about everybody winning together. It has nothing to do with I win or Joe wins or Patty wins or Bethany wins. It's all of us together, or Sharon or Nicholas or Lashana. It's everybody. Okay? It's everybody winning together. And sometimes you got to share a little information or, boost each other a little bit. There's nothing wrong with boosting each other a little bit. Or if you find something that works, you don't have to be a financial advisor. You don't have to be a financial director. All you got to do is say, hey, y'all, I invested in such and such and so, and guess what happened? If I give you my results, that is not advising. That is telling you that I did X, Y, and Z, and it produced A, B, and C. That's it. That's not financial advice, by the way. So, I encourage anyone that wants to share. I encourage anyone that wants to, I encourage anyone that wants to give of themselves. The more we learn to give of ourselves, the more will be given to us. Remember that, okay? And just be that person.
Yeah.
KGX is great. Lead gen is great. Wellness is great. But at the end of the day, y'all, you also have to take some proactive effort on your own part. On your own part. And that means doing something. All right? Whatever it is that you need to do, that's what you do. Am I right?
You want to go ahead and tell them about the yeah, you're absolutely right. Do you want to go? Is it okay if I go ahead and tell them about the website I'm building right now?
That's fine.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of all the lead gen stuff, we got a new thing coming out. It's called Leads for You. It's going to be a fully set up kind of a one-stop shop for everything to completely help you out, and it goes right along lines with another thing we're working with, but it's more Chris and I's take on things, I guess you should say. What, you know what I mean? As it's, and some other people will be involved too. You know what I mean? And it's not anything we've been keeping secret. It's just something we've been working on. I've been messing around with it in my spare time. Well, you know what I mean? When I'm in between goofing off making videos or whatever. But anywho, sorry. But it's something out there to help everybody build their businesses. But we're incorporating a lot of different things in it. The training and stuff. And it's not going to be like, hey, you need to take this training class. It's, hey, listen to us. You know what I mean? Let's have a talk. Let's figure out what you need to do. It's more hands-on, personal. Like let's develop you. You know what I mean? Let's figure out your strengths. Let's figure out your strengths and your weaknesses, because we all have them. And let's work on that. Let's build that. Let's overcome the hurdles and go forth with all the bright, shiny things. You know what I mean? And build everything to be bright and shiny and wonderful. And that's kind of where a lot of this is going. And this is one of those things that I had no idea that I was interested in any way, shape, or form really of doing any of this stuff in my life until I got into all this stuff. You know what I mean? And I'll be the first one to tell you, I hate training classes, can't stand them. I think they're a joke, personally. I'm sorry, read the damn book. No, I'm kidding. I don't really think they're a joke. I'm just kidding. But they're really good. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Everybody, the word training is a weird thing. Is it makes you realize things that you've missed in yourself, and it makes you recognize things that maybe they're your attributes, your greatest attributes, and you had no idea. You know what I mean? Whoever would have thought that I was a nice, caring person? No one that I've ever known my entire life. I'm only nice to people because I'm a selfish little shit. And it makes me feel good. I do it just to feel good. It's the only reason I help you.
That's all right, brother.
I'm kind of kidding there. But, and it's these things. And all these things, they'll kind of help you bring things out in yourself. Me, I'm a pretty introspective person, actually. So I do a lot of self-development anyways. Like, I talk to myself when I talk to other people, and I talk a lot. So I'm hardly ever bored. There's plenty of people up here.
Yeah,
and
you got 16 personalities
we were talking about sending some
to you.
flip-flops to somebody, and I turned like civil. I'm telling you. But we were talking about sending some flip-flops to some people, or maybe some bags of rice or something, right? I turned it into building a hydroelectric power plant for them.
That's
Joe. Like, okay, let's do this. I got it all figured. Chris, like, how the hell are you gonna do that? Like, I got it all figured out, Chris. I got it all figured out. It's worked out.
Joe.
I mean, it's practically done. You know what I mean? I mean, really, I know what backhoe I'm using and how I'm going to get there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put crypto in that country. You know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. Why not? You know what I'm going? Boom, boom. Let's do all these things. And that's just how my mind goes. It doesn't matter. You can take drugs and fix it. It doesn't. You know what I mean? You can't slow it down. You just can't. And I'm just like, I'm not going to try to take anything that makes me feel weird. But that's the thing is you have to moderate your time and figure out what you're doing, because I could go off on this for 3-4 days. But after 3-4 days, if something's not getting done, I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is how you do it. Why isn't it being done?
Right.
And there's hoops to jump through and things to do, but things aren't near as difficult as people think. You know what I mean? No. A lot of stuff gets done by picking up a phone and making a phone call. If I want to talk to somebody in another country, all I got to do is dial a number. You know what I mean? Call an embassy. We got U.S. embassies everywhere. They'll put you in contact with whoever you need. If you're looking at things like that. How do you find out if you can ship something somewhere? Call FedEx. Call DHL. Call UPS. Go, hey, do you ship stuff here? They'll know. That's their jobs. And that's the thing. Delegate these things that you need to know. And in business, you're going to find out that's going to put you in a very high status, because you simply will pick up that phone and make that phone call.
Right.
You know what I mean? So people are going, wow, man, this guy really knows how to get things done.
Right.
Not really. I just do stuff. Or, you know what I mean? Or that, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? Sharon put me in contact with some people at NOAA, told me about NOAA. I wasn't thinking about for the ocean thing, for the ICO. That's another thing that I've kind of jumped off of for a minute, waiting on some things to kind of come through, and I need to refocus on that. You know what I mean? That's something I really want to refocus on. I'm wasting time doing other things and jumping back and forth, not concentrating enough, I think. You know what I mean? And you got to concentrate on what you got to do. You know what I mean? And I know in this industry, a lot of people are like, oh, that 9 to 5 is the worst thing in the world. It's really not. And sometimes you got to work that 9 to 5 and not get fired from that job so you can do everything else. You know what I mean? And just pay attention to your income and your income sources, and don't let yourself get in a bind. Dreams are amazing, but a lot of times dreams happen when you're asleep. You got to take care of the things that happen when you're awake. When you're awake, you make those dreams come true, not when you're sleeping. Yes. And so just remember that. Use your time. Use your time wisely.
Absolutely.
And buy Ocean Coin.
Ocean Coin's gonna kick Green X's
ass too, by the way, guys. I hate to tell you that, but it's the next thing. Yeah, buy Ocean Coin. You can sell your Green X and get Bitcoin or whatever they're going to give you for it, but I think you need to buy Ocean Coin personally. It's a much better product, really. Hey, it exists. No, I'm just kidding.
So
I'm just kidding.
Here's the
I'm just
crypto updates, right? So we've been. Be quiet. We know you're just playing. Go away. So we know that everybody is interested in what KGX is doing and how things are moving, and so everybody needs to remember that tonight is the leadership call. Now, remember, tonight is the last Monday of the month, so we have leadership call for leaders at 8, and then we turn around and we have the company call for the entire company at 9. So, I'm going to say that we could probably sum it all up at the 9 o'clock call tonight. I have not been notified that we have the 8 o'clock call tonight. So, at the end of the day, what we're going to do is we definitely are having the 9 o'clock call. I know that for sure. But I think that the leaders are pretty much up to date and in the know. I don't think we really need to have the 8 o'clock call. If we're going to have the 8 o'clock call, we will put a message in the crypto community room and in the group rooms and let everybody know. MailChimp is still, that thing is still locked down. I swear they got something out for us or something. I don't know. Funny story. Every time that I put stuff on the blog and then I share it around, my Facebook gets hacked, and every time I do a Facebook Live lately, I get knocked out, and I have to reset my password. So whoever you are, you can stop doing that now because I know you're out there messing with my stuff. So stop it. Leave Brandon Ives alone too. If you can't play fair, don't play at all. So, huh?
That's right.
Can't play fair, don't play fair.
I said that's right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we love each and every one of you guys. What, buddy?
Guess what everybody should buy?
Ocean Coin.
Ocean Coin.
Wait
till the Uganda coin comes out. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be a Uganda coin, too.
The RIS coin?
I'm sorry, there is.
The RIS coin? All right, y'all. We love you. we take great pride and great humble abilities with you guys. We thank you so much for coming. We love each and every one of you guys. We look forward to seeing you every day this week. We apologize for the roughness today. We want to make sure we get a message across. We want everybody taking care of themselves. We want everybody making money. So let's make a commitment, 1 to 2 hours a day, every day. Come on, y'all. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Say bye, Joe.
Yep. Thursday every day. Get on it. Make that money. Bye, Joe.
Make that money.
Bye,